Buck Denver, man of news here. The book of Esther is a page-turner. That King Xerxes sure had a terrible temper, and he sure could take some bad advice. But Esther was a courageous queen that God used to save her people. Esther told King Xerxes about the bad advisor Haman and his plan to kill her and all the Jews.
What an incredible story. Whether he knew it or not, Haman was trying to stop God's rescue plan. And one of the things we've seen throughout the Old Testament is that when you try to stop God's rescue plan, bad things are going to happen. Captain Pete, what was that little song you sang about that?
Oh, right. You can't stop a train by standing in the track. You can't stop an avalanche by yelling, "Hey, turn back!" And standing in the way of what God is gonna do will be really, 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 really not so good for you.
Yep, that's the one. Today, there are millions of people around the world that are descendants of the tribes of Benjamin and Judah and are called Jews. The book of Esther was written so that Jews would never forget how God saved them from Haman's plan. And sure enough, every year, Jews all around the world read this story aloud on a very special day in the month of February or March called the Feast of Purim.
What's a Purim?
The word Purim comes from the Hebrew word pur, which means lot. Haman cast lots to pick the day to start killing the Jews in Persia, like rolling dice to pick a number. He threw some purs, except in Hebrew, more than one pur is called Purim.
Oh, I've heard of that celebration. They read the story of Esther, and every time they mention Haman, all the kids yell or stamp their feet or shake noisemakers to drown out his name.
That sounds like fun. Say Haman.
Haman.
Ah! Say it again.
Haman.
Ah! You're right, that is fun.
Can we stop?
Ah!
I didn't say Haman that time. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, you could go to college, you could take a whole semester and never find a person who is half as brave as Esther. Beautiful and kindly, it was clear that God had blessed her. Read about her in the Bible, in the book of Esther. Xerxes was the Persian king who took some bad advice. Haman didn't like the Jews, he wasn't very nice. Picked a day to kill 'em all by rolling out some dice. But Esther's got your number, throwing dinner parties twice. Watch out, Haman, kids'll blot your name, and in the end you're gonna die the way you planned for Mordecai. That's our Esther, trial's gonna test her, but God is there to see you through, and he will save your people too. And the rescue plan goes on, and the rescue plan goes on.